Okay, so y'all want to know about my video games and how much gaming I really do? Do. Okay, anyway. Now, start with a little history lesson. Starts off with, like I said, Ralph Baer and Pong and all this shit, and eventually builds into the Xbox 360 and all that fancy stuff. So, I'm just going to do a little bit of a comparison for you. The latest and greatest game currently that I have versus the first game that there ever was. Now, if I'm not mistaken, it's right here. Let me just be so kind as to pull it out. Now check it. Here's the difference in games. Check this out. We have here from 2012 Star Wars Kinect for the Xbox 360. And all the way from 1977 Atari Telepong with Pong, hockey, soccer. I'd love to play some of these games with you, Winnie, if I ever could. But that's just the start of it. Let's see. You already saw. Hold up. You already saw my NES on the floor. It's going to be cleaned eventually this month, hopefully. Here is what I meant by Joyboard. Here's what this is. Ignore the Space Invaders and the surround and stuff on top, but this is basically it. You stand on it and you balance, and what you do when you balance is you just want to keep yourself from falling off, because if you fall off, your skier either, I forget what it does, but it messes up your skier, and you don't go through the little slalom course and you don't make it. And here is, if you've never actually seen one, up close. Hold up, I gotta get it first. Pull it out of the hole. Right here. One Atari 2600. Right here is the switch for on and off. Color, black and white TV. Select your game and reset the game. And of course it ran off of a cable box. And on the back is the switches for the plugs and the controllers and things. And whether you want TV or not. Depends on what your house was set up as. And then, so like I said, that whole tub right there that you can see. Whoa! Where'd you go? That whole tub right there that I'm going to point at right here is so jam-packed full of Atari stuff, I sometimes can't even close it. That's why there's a couple games sitting on top of it at all times, because it just won't close. There's so much stuff. Controllers, games, all kinds of fun stuff. And then, like I said, on the floor next to that is my NES. My PlayStation 1, which I picked up at a swap meet not too long ago, sitting right over here. I got a few games for it. Twisted Metal 3 is one of my favorites. I got Jeopardy and, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, things like that. To the left of that, which I still would absolutely love for either you to try or for you to try with me, or at least some point in your life, find somebody who's got a 64. Tell them, look, some games including James Bond, GoldenEye, and all kinds of stuff like the ones I've mentioned. Tell him, if you got a 64 and you got those games, I was told to try them out by a very close friend. He said they were good, so I'd like to try them. Let's see. Just trying to think here. My GameCube is sitting underneath here. Above here is some games for my Nintendo DS, my Nintendo Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advanced. NES is right here in this monster box. More NES games, Super NES and PlayStation 2 rather. Controllers, all kinds of controllers, you name it. Sega Dreamcast, N64, Sega Genesis, Super NES, Xbox 360, Nintendo Wii, PS2. I got it all in there. I keep the Atari stuff separate though. Above that, behind that is the Super NES with Super Mario World. It's a little judgmental because somebody, I guess, was rough on the cartridge and its lifespan, but there's that one. So far, it's the only game I got that I own. I've borrowed like 4 others from my cousin, so I kind of... Anyway, another good game I suggest you check out, for sure. If you ever get a Sega Genesis, this is all you really need is Sonic the freaking Hedgehog. This, if you play it and you find you like it, you'll find you'll get addicted to it very much. Of course, you saw the Rock Band drum kit behind me, the Xbox up there, drum pad, Sega Dreamcast, PS2s over here, and over there, of course, is my guitar collection for, let's see, which one is which. Hang on, I'm like a freaking game show host. We got the Guitar Hero 2 for the PS2 that requires a cord. Let me see. As you can see, it requires a cord. And you plug it in. You don't actually play it wirelessly, which I think is cool because it's, just that's the way it is. Right, here's the Wii, PS2, and Wii, and the PS2 is for Rock Band and stuff, and that's kind of fun. I have fun with that. It's much funner with friends and stuff, and like I said, if fate ever does, and I know you keep saying that it's like 1%, but like I said, 1% is more than enough for you humans. So, if it ever does, I'll have somebody that'll definitely love to play games with me. What other games might you like? Oh, here's one of my personal favorites from the N64 collection. Right here, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater in the box with the instructions. It was brand new when I got it, and it still operates like it's brand new. I don't even have to blow it out yet. Well, I blow it out just a bit anyway, just to be safe, but it was original when I got it, like brand new, factory sealed. It was awesome. I wasn't even expecting it too for Christmas. I just happened to, tweedledee, tweedledee-dum, and I get up Christmas, and one of the presents was this package, and it looked like it was like a FedEx something or other, and I'm like, okay, what did they get that was so fragile? And I look it over, and I open it up, and I pull it out, and I'm like, I was freaking speechless. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Did you really get me that? I was jumping for... Okay, hang on. There it is. I was jumping for joy for a long time. Oh my god, like, oh shit. Like you wouldn't believe. Oh man. But that's a hell of a good fun game to play, and if I can beat it within freaking 2 hours now. I just sit down and just, couple hours later, nothing. It's no problem, but one of these days I got to share this with you. If, like I said, if fate ever does swing our way, and I always hope it does, but I just enjoy the hell out of this. Okay, where's the 6, 7, 8?